evening is the Dora Ruth Parks Award in recognition and appreciation of many years of outstanding service to libraries and librarianship in West Virginia. This year's Dora Ruth Parks Award goes to Dottie Thomas and Rik Rekowski. The Northern Panhandle is that slice of West Virginia sandwiched between Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Columbus, Ohio. It takes bold persistence and a compassionate vision to stand out here with true West Virginia pride. Two library leaders have done just that in their decades of service to the area, Rik Rekowski and Dottie Thomas. Collaboratively and individually, Rik in Hancock County and Dottie in Ohio County have been instrumental in developing a dynamic, forward-thinking library scene for the entire region. Rik Rekowski has been the director of the Mary H. Weir Public Library in Weirton since 1987, and prior to that was assistant director for several years. Dottie Thomas has been the director of the Ohio County Public Library in Wheeling since 1996. Before that, she worked intern as the Wheeling Library's children's librarian, as Rik's assistant director in Weirton, and as a Kansas library director. Luckily, West Virginia got her back and held on to Rik. Both Rik and Dottie earned their master's in library science at the University of Pittsburgh. Both have served on many WVLA committees, with Dottie notably being a past WVLA president and especially active on the legislative committee. And both have made their marks in the Northern Panhandle as dedicated and conscientious librarians with an eye towards keeping their libraries relevant and responsive to their communities. From hosting major exhibits to offering jobs training, literacy and intern programs, and tax filing assistance, Rik and Dottie have made their libraries transformative forces in the Northern Panhandle. Rik Rekowski supervised the formation of the Northern Automation Node, computerizing cataloging and circulation for the entire Northern Panhandle in 1985, a project supported by the West Virginia Library Commission with additional contributions from local foundations. Under his leadership, online library services flourished, from checkouts to database searches to eventual internet access and even email. Rik is a grant writing specialist to the great advantage of the Mary H. Weir Library and others in the area. And he has worked tirelessly to advance accessibility in all forms, increasing access to an array of resources. Under Dottie's leadership, the Ohio County Public Library has shined in the areas of historical preservation and digital access to genealogical and local history resources. They physically house perhaps the area's most extensive collection of historically significant materials, plus offer a rich online archive. Dottie has also placed a great emphasis on children's services, including extensive outreach for reading enrichment, as well as programming and learning opportunities for all. Their flagship series of programs, Lunch with Books, is nationally renowned and draws large attendance in both person and through online platforms. Rik and Dottie would probably be the first to say they couldn't accomplish what they have without their staff, but it has to be said that stellar public service only happens when library leaders recognize and nurture quality employees to create a top-notch staff. Rik and Dottie have long strived to do this at their respective libraries, along with making crucial renovations to their facilities even in difficult times. Building solid, supportive partnerships with other agencies and organizations in the community is also crucial. Rik and Dottie have fostered alliances with numerous civic clubs, local history and arts groups, and entities like the United Way, schools, businesses, and government. And as already noted, they then share their insight and skills by participating in many library committees, lending their compelling voices to fight for causes like dedicated funding and equitable access. All the Northern Panhandle libraries, and arguably the rest of West Virginia libraries too, have benefited from Dottie Thomas's and Rik Rekowski's work and passionate involvement in library community causes. And on a more personal level, their friendship and mentorship has had a profound impact on many individual librarians and colleagues. They have more than earned the honor to be recognized for their outstanding service. It is my pleasure to award the Dora Ruth Parks Award to Dottie Thomas and Rik Rekowski on behalf of the West Virginia Library Association. Rik, if you'd like to come forward, and Dottie could not be here today, but Susan Riley has agreed to accept her award.
I was told just to say thank you. Weirton City Council met Tuesday night. We have a new city manager, and they already are telling me that I can't speak. So, when I got the phone call and the email that this was awarded to me, I really didn't know what to say. I'm usually someone who nominates or suggests or recognizes someone else. And when I walk into a room, I recognize all the energy in that room that's with other people. But I'm with them. And to get this phone call, and for me to stand up here and look across this room, this is such an honor. I am overwhelmed. I just can't believe that this is happening. And to read this, the accolades, especially for Dottie too, that, boy, all I'm going to say to you is, I'm growing older, and I see the generations, and layers and layers and layers. Maybe that's one of the benefits we have, that we can see all the generations and all the diversity, and all the energy, all the energies from all the various generations. And I look upon everyone in this room, what's been going on for the last 3, 4, 5 years. By West Virginia, we're really going to go far. There's new people are coming up after us. It's not all about me, it's about you. And again, I want to say thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Dottie couldn't be here tonight, and she asked me to put this up for her. Actually, she didn't think her staff were going to be here, so I'm going to pass it over to them on just a few minutes. She did, appreciate this, and I'm sorry she couldn't be here. She is planning on retiring at the end of December, and we're going to really miss her. But she did have one where she said, I have one regret that we couldn't get stable funding for the whole state. She said, that was the only thing she asked me to say. So thank you.
Thank you, Jessica, and congratulations to your award winners. I don't know how to follow that with what's coming next, but beautiful words.